Narrator. Hello and a very warm welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. Have you ever stood in front of an audience, heart pounding, ready to share your ideas? Or perhaps you've listened to a captivating speaker and wondered how they make it look so effortless. Well, today we're going to delve into the common and often essential topic of giving presentations. From preparing compelling content and designing effective visuals to delivering with confidence and engaging your audience, mastering presentation skills is crucial for professional success and personal influence in almost any field. Whether it's a small team update, a client pitch, or a large conference address, the ability to communicate your message clearly and persuasively is invaluable. Today we'll listen to an insightful and practical conversation between two professionals, Chloe and Ethan, as they discuss their experiences with public speaking and share strategies they found effective. By listening to their discussion, you'll not only enhance your English comprehension but also gain valuable vocabulary for discussing presentation techniques and learn practical approaches for improving your own public speaking abilities. And remember to stay with us until the end of their conversation, where we'll have a practice session designed to help you actively engage with the language and concepts they explore. So, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with presenting, listen attentively, and let's explore the multifaceted world of giving presentations together. Chloe, hi Ethan. It's good to connect with you. I was just preparing for a big client presentation next week, and it got me thinking about how much of a skill public speaking really is. What are some of your initial thoughts or challenges when it comes to giving presentations? Ethan, hi Chloe. It's great to chat with you too. You've hit on a really important point. For me, the biggest hurdle initially was always managing nerves. Even after years, that little flutter in my stomach before I start is still there, though it's much more manageable now. Chloe, absolutely. That feeling of anticipation or sometimes dread can be incredibly distracting. I've definitely experienced that. Another challenge I've faced is ensuring my message is clear and concise, without getting bogged down in too much detail. Ethan, yes, the balance between comprehensive information and digestible content. It requires a lot of strategic planning. Sometimes, presenters try to cram too much information into one slide. Chloe, exactly. And sometimes, even if the content is solid, the delivery can make or break the presentation. What about the preparation phase? What's your typical process for getting ready for a major presentation? Ethan, several stages. First, I always start by thoroughly understanding my audience and the purpose of the presentation. Who am I speaking to? What do they already know? What do I want them to do or feel after my presentation? That guides everything else. Chloe, definitely. Tailoring your content to your audience is critical. The fear of the unknown, not knowing what your audience expects, can be quite unsettling. Another challenge I've personally grappled with is structuring the content effectively, ensuring a logical flow from introduction to conclusion. Then I can relate to that. A clear structure is key to keeping the audience engaged and helping them follow your argument. I always aim for a strong opening that grabs attention, clear main points supported by evidence, and a compelling conclusion with a call to action. Chloe, so once you have your content structured, what's your approach to crafting compelling slides or visual aids? What strategies have you found effective? Ethan, for me it's been crucial to remember that slides are aids, not the entire script. I aim for minimal text, powerful images, and strong visuals that support my points. I adhere to the less is more principle. Cluttered slides distract from your message. Chloe, less is more is so important but often difficult to execute, especially when you have a lot of data. I've found that using high-quality images and graphs can make complex information feel less daunting. And what about rehearsal? What's your approach there? Ethan, that's a great tip. And for rehearsal, I don't just read through my notes. I practice aloud, sometimes in front of a mirror or even recording myself. I pay attention to my timing and identify areas where I might stumble. It's about building confidence through repetition, but avoiding memorization word for word. Chloe, that's a thorough approach. I've found that practicing key transitions and the opening and closing statements really helps. And active visualization, imagining myself successfully delivering the presentation, can also be quite helpful. Ethan, That's a proactive way to handle it. I found that trying to focus on what I can control, like my preparation, helps to reduce anxiety. And connecting with colleagues to get feedback during rehearsals can make a big difference. Chloe, and what about the actual delivery? How do you cope with the nerves and ensure your message comes across clearly? For managing nerves during delivery, I try a few techniques. Deep breathing exercises right before I start can help calm my heart rate. I also focus on making eye contact with a few friendly faces in the audience. It makes it feel more like a conversation. Chloe, those are excellent strategies. I've also found that adopting a power pose for a few minutes before the presentation can actually trick your brain into feeling more confident. And what about body language during the presentation? Ethan, absolutely. Confident body language is crucial. I try to maintain an open posture, use natural gestures to emphasize points, and avoid fidgeting. Standing tall and moving purposefully can convey authority and engagement. Chloe, definitely. Good posture and purposeful movement can project confidence. What about vocal delivery? How do you ensure your pace, tone, and volume are effective? Ethan, I consciously vary my tone and pace to keep the audience engaged. Speaking too quickly can make you sound nervous and hard to follow, while speaking too slowly can lose attention. I also try to emphasize key words to highlight their importance. Projecting your voice without shouting ensures everyone in the room can hear you clearly. Chloe, that's a great point. Monotone delivery can quickly disengage an audience. What about engaging the audience throughout the presentation? How do you keep them hooked? Ethan, I try to incorporate questions, either rhetorical or direct, to prompt thought. Using relatable anecdotes or short stories can also make the content more memorable and personal. And sometimes a quick poll or a show of hands can increase participation. Chloe, those are excellent engagement techniques. I also find that using humor, if appropriate for the audience and context, can lighten the mood and create a connection. But it has to be genuine and carefully considered. Ethan, absolutely. Humor can be a double-edged sword. Know your audience. What about handling the Q&A session? That can be a particularly challenging part for many presenters. Chloe, certainly can. I try to anticipate potential questions during my preparation. During Q&A, I listen carefully to the question, clarify if necessary, and then answer concisely. If I don't know the answer, I admit it honestly and offer to follow up. It's important to stay composed even with challenging questions. Ethan, that's a professional approach. I've found that redirecting overly complex questions to an offline discussion can also be helpful, especially if time is limited. And how do you manage your time during the presentation itself? Chloe, time management is crucial. I practice with a timer during rehearsals to ensure I'm within the allotted time. During the actual presentation, I glance at a clock or a discrete timer to keep myself on track. If I'm running short on time, I prioritize key takeaways. Ethan, so it seems like giving presentations is multifaceted, covering everything from meticulous preparation to confident delivery and skillful audience interaction. Chloe, exactly. And the way we master these skills can significantly impact our professional reputation and our ability to influence decisions. Developing a strong command of the material, emotional resilience, and adaptability are key. Ethan, I agree. And learning from each presentation experience and adapting your strategies over time is also important. What works with one audience might not work with another. Chloe, that's a great point. It's an ongoing process of learning and refinement. Ethan, well, Chloe, this has been a really insightful conversation. It's good to know that many of these aspects are universal and that there are strategies we can use to improve. Chloe, absolutely, Ethan. Sharing these experiences can be really helpful. It reminds us that public speaking, while challenging, is a skill that can be developed and refined with practice and the right approach. Narrator. That was a truly insightful and relatable conversation between Chloe and Ethan, exploring the diverse and often complex landscape of giving presentations. They shared practical strategies for managing nerves, preparing compelling content, delivering with confidence, engaging the audience, and handling the Q&A session. Now, let's move on to our practice session to help you actively engage with the language and concepts they explored. Practice section. Part 1. Vocabulary of giving presentations. Let's review some key vocabulary and phrases related to giving presentations that Chloe and Ethan used. Giving presentations. The act of formally presenting information to an audience. Think about, why is giving presentations an essential skill in many professions? Managing nerves. The process of controlling feelings of anxiety or apprehension. What techniques do you use for managing nerves before a presentation? A hurdle, a difficulty or obstacle. What is a common hurdle that new presenters face? Concise. Giving a lot of information clearly and in a few words. Brief but comprehensive. Why is it important for your message to be concise in a presentation? Bogged down in detail, prevented from making progress or becoming too involved in minor details. How can you avoid getting bogged down in detail during a presentation? Strategic planning. The process of defining a strategy or direction and making decisions on allocating resources. Why does effective presentation require strategic planning? Cram. Information to force too much information into a small space or time. What happens when you cram too much information onto a slide? Make or break. The presentation to be the factor that determines the success or failure of something. How can delivery make or break a presentation? Understanding your audience. Knowing who you are speaking to, their background and their needs. Why is understanding your audience the first step in presentation prep? The purpose of presentation, the reason for giving the presentation, what you want to achieve. What is the purpose of a sales pitch presentation? Tailoring content. Adjusting your material to suit a particular audience or situation. Why should you tailor your content for different audiences? Structuring content effectively. Arranging information in a logical and coherent way. What are the common sections when structuring content effectively? Logical flow. A smooth and sensible progression of ideas or information. Why is a logical flow important for audience comprehension? It grabs attention. To grab attention, to capture someone's interest immediately. How can a presenter grab the audience's attention at the beginning? A compelling conclusion. A strong and persuasive ending that leaves a lasting impression. What makes a compelling conclusion in a presentation? A call to action. An instruction to the audience to provoke an immediate response. Why should a presentation often include a call to action? Crafting compelling visuals. Creating attractive and persuasive images or graphics. What are your tips for crafting compelling visuals? Visual aids. Pictures, charts, maps or other visual materials used to help explain or illustrate a point. Why are visual aids important during a presentation? Minimal text. Very little writing. Why is minimal text often recommended for presentation slides? Less is more. The idea that a simple and uncluttered style is more effective. How does the principle of less is more apply to slide design? Cluttered slides. Slides that contain too much information, images, or design elements, making them difficult to read or understand. What is the impact of using cluttered slides on an audience? A rehearsal. Practice for a performance or presentation. How important is rehearsal for a confident delivery? Stumble. To stumble, to make a mistake or hesitate while speaking. What can you do if you stumble on your words during a presentation? Memorization word for word. Learning something exactly as it is written. Why is memorization word for word generally not recommended for presentations? Key transitions. Important points where you move from one topic to another. Why is it good to practice key transitions? Active visualization. Mentally rehearsing a situation or performance to improve outcomes. How can active visualization help reduce presentation anxiety? Deep breathing exercises. Techniques for breathing deeply and slowly to promote relaxation. How can deep breathing exercises help calm nerves? Eye contact. Looking directly at the people you are speaking to. Why is maintaining eye contact important for engaging an audience? Power pose. A physical stance that can increase feelings of confidence and power. How might a power pose benefit a presenter? Body language. Nonverbal communication through posture, gestures and facial expressions. Oh, what does confident body language look like during a presentation? Open posture. A body position that appears inviting and receptive. Oh, why is an open posture beneficial for a presenter? Fidgeting, making small, restless movements. Oh, why should presenters avoid fidgeting? A vocal delivery, the way a speaker uses their voice, e.g., pace, tone, volume. Oh, what aspects are included in effective vocal delivery? Pace, tone, and volume. The speed of speech, the quality of voice, and the loudness of voice. Oh, how do you vary your pace, tone, and volume to maintain audience engagement? A monotone delivery. Speaking in a dull, unvaried tone. Oh, what is the effect of monotone delivery on an audience? Engaging the audience. Keeping the audience's attention and participation. Oh, what techniques can be used for engaging the audience? Rhetorical questions. Questions asked for effect rather than to elicit an answer. Oh, when might you use a rhetorical question in a presentation? Anecdotes. Short, interesting stories about a real person or event. Oh, how can anecdotes make a presentation more relatable? Double-edged sword. Something that has both positive and negative consequences. Oh, why can using humor be a double-edged sword in presentations? Q&A session. A period during a presentation when the audience can ask questions. Oh, what is the most challenging part of a Q&A session for you? Anticipate potential questions. To foresee what questions the audience might ask. Oh, how do you anticipate potential questions before a presentation? Stay composed. To remain calm and self-controlled. Oh, why is it important to stay composed during Q&A? Redirect. Questions to send a question to someone else or suggest discussing it later. Oh, when might you need to redirect a question? Time management. The process of organizing and planning how to divide your time between specific activities. Oh, why is time management crucial during a presentation? Allotted time. The amount of time that has been assigned or given for a specific purpose. Oh, how do you ensure you stay within the allotted time? Key takeaways. The main points or lessons to be remembered. Oh, why is it important to prioritize key takeaways if you are running out of time? Meticulous preparation. Extremely careful and precise planning. Oh, why does effective presentation require meticulous preparation? Professional reputation. The general opinion that people have about your professional character and abilities. Oh, how can presentation skills impact your professional reputation? Emotional resilience. The ability to cope with stress and pressure and recover from setbacks. Oh, why is emotional resilience important for presenters? Part 2. Reflecting on your experiences with presenting. Think about your own experiences with giving presentations, past or present. Answer the following questions. What has been your most challenging presentation experience and why was it challenging? What was your most successful presentation experience? What made it a success? How do you typically prepare for a presentation? Do you have a routine? What aspects of delivery do you find most difficult, e.g., managing nerves, maintaining eye contact, speaking clearly? How do you handle unexpected situations during a presentation, such as technical glitches or audience interruptions? Looking back, what is one major lesson you've learned about giving presentations? What is one area of your presentation skills that you are actively trying to improve right now? Do you prefer preparing the content or delivering the presentation and why? What advice would you give to someone who is terrified of public speaking? Part 3. Practicing phrases for discussing presentations. Imagine you are talking to a colleague in English about an upcoming presentation you need to give. Practice using the following phrases in your conversation. I've got a presentation coming up next week on topic. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it, to be honest. I'm trying to refine my slides to make them more impactful. My main goal is to ensure the audience understands. Key message. I need to practice my delivery, especially my pace and gestures. I'm also thinking about how to handle the Q&A session effectively. Do you have any tips for engaging a large audience? I'm trying to make sure I don't go over the allotted time. I hope it goes well. I've put a lot of preparation into it. Practice incorporating these phrases naturally into your explanation of the situation and your feelings about it. Part 4. Role-playing a scenario about presentation feedback. Imagine you and a colleague are giving each other constructive feedback after mock presentation. Take turns suggesting areas for improvement and discussing how to implement them. Use phrases like, "What if you started with a more engaging hook to grab the audience's attention?" Another option could be to vary your vocal tone more to keep listeners interested. I think the benefit of that would be that it prevents the audience from disengaging. However, a potential drawback might be that it could feel unnatural at first. Have you considered using fewer bullet points and more visuals on your slides? That's an interesting idea. How would that work in practice with the amount of data you have? I'm not sure if practicing word for word is the best approach. It might make you sound robotic. Perhaps we could work on your body language to project more confidence? What do you think the next step should be for you to refine this presentation? Practice this dialogue, focusing on collaborative feedback and respectful communication. Narrator. The ability to give effective presentations is not an innate talent, but a skill that can be meticulously developed and continuously refined. As Chloe and Ethan so thoughtfully illustrated, from the initial stages of audience analysis and content structuring to the nuances of confident delivery and skillful audience engagement, every aspect contributes to a powerful message. By understanding the components of a great presentation, embracing preparation and learning from each experience, we can transform any opportunity to speak into a moment of impact. Thank you for joining the English Learning Podcast today. We hope this episode has provided you with valuable language and practical insights for mastering the art of giving presentations. We'll be back soon with more engaging conversations to support your English learning journey. Until then, remember that every presentation is a chance to connect, inform, and inspire.